morning, everyone. My name is Tanya Caines, and I'm the recreational supervisor located on SP1, the ALP. Today's weather is going to be a little bit of overcast throughout the whole day, but the highs are going to be 39 degrees and the low will be 31. On this day in history, in 1846, a young lady by the name of Rebecca Cole was born. In 1867, Rebecca Cole became the second African-American woman to receive an MD degree in the United States. Dr. Cole was able to overcome racial and gender barriers to medical education by training an all-female institution that was run by women who had been a part of the first generation of female physicians graduating mid-century. Dr. Cole had graduated from the Medical College of Pennsylvania in 1867 and under the supervision of Ann Preston, the first woman dean of the school, and went to work at Elizabeth Blackwell's New York Infirmary for women and children to gain clinical experience. Now, I never even knew that. So when I came across all of this, I thought that it was a beautiful idea to go ahead and share it with everyone. So, but on that note, since we're talking about the day in history, I would like to go ahead and give a shout out, a happy birthday shout out to Cicely B, Vernice C, Michelle M, Tanisha R, and last but not least, Mary S. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about today's menu. For lunch, we're going to be having stuffed peppers with seasoned potato wedge and pineapples for dessert. Tonight, we're going to have tomato rice soup, grilled cheese with tomatoes, Kirby cucumber salad, and Jell-O for dessert. So right now, what I would like to go ahead and do is get into a little bit of exercise because this is something that I do like to do every morning when I wake up. It's just a little stretching. You do not need anyone to go ahead and help you. You can stay firmly seated in your seats. And just go ahead and sit up nice and straight if you can. Your feet, if you can, they should be planted on the ground. Sit up nice and straight. Your shoulders should be back and relaxed. What you're going to do is go ahead and raise your arms up above. Open up your arms nice and wide. And just hold it there for about 10. So let's go ahead and do so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your arms back together. And we're going to bring them down to your laps. Now, what I will also like for you to do is make sure you inhale nice and deep. And exhale. Inhale nice and deep. And exhale. Very good. So one more time, we're going to move right back to our arms. You bring your arms up, shoulders length. Open up your arms nice and wide. And hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your arms back to center. Come on down and rest them on your knees. Now, while we're sitting in this position, I would like for you to go ahead and try to go and tighten up your stomach muscles. So you'll notice the difference because when you tighten up your stomach muscles, you sit up nice and straight. And then when you release, you slouch just a little bit. So let's sit up nice and straight and tighten up those stomach muscles and hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's relax a little bit. Now, I don't know about any of you, but I am feeling that right in that midsection. So let's try that one more time. Tighten up your stomach muscles. You're sitting up nice and straight and hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we can go ahead and relax. Inhale nice and deep. And exhale. The next exercise we'll move to is for our shoulders. Sometimes we get a little stiff on your shoulders. So what we're going to do is you're just going to bring them up. And you're going to bring them down as such. You bring them up. And you bring them down. We're only going to do 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I hope that you guys felt that, because I know I did. So what we're going to do now is we're going to rotate your shoulders, because you know what? You got to go ahead and rotate those roller cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't want to do too much of that because, again, this is just a little bit of stretching. We're not going full in on an exercise. This is just something that I like to do to get my body moving in the morning. Again, so now you're still sitting straight up. What we're going to do nice and easy is you're going to go ahead and raise your legs. So we're going to go ahead and raise our legs, both together, and we're going to hold it for 10. And you're going to feel the pulling behind your hamstrings and behind your legs. But just hold it for 10. If you can't hold it for 10, just bring your legs down. It's quite all right. And then try again. Okay, so I'm going to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Let's bring your legs back down. Again, if you can't hold your legs up that high, by all means, put them down, get a little rest, and then try again until the exercise is over. So we're going to do that one more time. So let's raise your legs. And we're going to hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's bring your legs down. Very good. Your back still should be straight. And again, you have the back of the chair or whatever it is that you're sitting in, you have that to go ahead and give you support. Now what we're going to do, nice and easy, we're going to move down to your feet. And what we're going to do is you're going to raise your heels. So you're going to raise them and bring them down. You're going to raise them and bring them down. So let's go ahead and try. We'll do it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. So let's just take a little break here because I know you probably just put your body into shock. So let's just relax a moment because you are definitely now waking up your muscles if you've never done these exercises before. So let's try one more time. Let's bring up your heels and bring them down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. So now what we're going to do, you're going to pick up your right leg and you're going to point and flex your foot. So you're going to feel that pulling sensation behind your knee. But please, if it hurts, don't do it. So just point and flex. We're only going to do 5 on each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you can bring that leg down slowly. So if we did the right, we definitely have to do the left. So bring up your left leg and let's point and flex. Remember, we're only going to do 5, but I'm counting slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Let's bring your legs down. So I don't know about any of you, but I know that I'm feeling it behind my legs. Okay, and that's just normal. because you're stretching out your muscles. So the next exercise we're going to go ahead and move to, we're going to go right back to our arms. But what we're going to do, nice and easy, is we're going to go ahead and bring your arms up as high as you possibly can. Wherever you stop is quite all right, but I just need for you to get that stretch in for your back. And let's hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to bring your arms back down. And we're going to rest for just a couple of seconds. Make sure that you are breathing. Don't hold your breath while you're doing the exercises. That's not good. One more time, you're going to bring your arms above your head as high as you possibly can take it so you can feel the pulling in your back, because it's just a little bit of a stretch that you're giving your back. Let's hold it for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Bring your arms down. So now what we're going to do, just to go ahead and end this little exercise, we're going to go ahead and open up your arms nice and wide. You're going to go ahead and hug yourself. And what we're going to do is give yourself a nice stretch to your right and then to your left. But make sure that you are trying to hug yourself and get your arms and your hands as far back as you can. If you can't get it as far back as I am, it's quite all right, but it's just a stretching, because the next time you do it, you may be able to go ahead and stretch a little bit further. So what we're going to do is, you're going to stand sitting up nice and straight. We're going to lean to the right, and we're going to hold it for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come back up to the middle slowly. And now if we do the right, we definitely have to do the left. So let's go lean to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's just hang there for a minute. And then you come back to the middle. Now I don't know about anyone else, but I'm relaxed. I'm stretched out. I feel good. And you should feel the endorphins kicking in. So you should be having a good day. And your body thanks you for that. So right now, before we go ahead and I leave and end my segment, I'm just going to give you a little bit of good news. So usually during this time, I like to go ahead and just, let you know about certain things that are happening out there. Well, during this pandemic, there was a young man. He's an actual science teacher. To be precise, he is a chemistry teacher. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there he goes. It just turns out that he changed his kitchen into a chemistry lab and making the online lessons fun. And so be it that it happened that Kevin Hart, comedian, went ahead and zoomed in on one of his classes. So his name is June Lee. So we're just going to go ahead and call him Mr. Lee, because I don't think I want to butcher his name anymore. So we're just going to call him Mr. Lee. And now, let me go ahead and let you know exactly what he did. Well, when the pandemic turned in-person learning virtual for all of the students at this Washington, D.C. high school, one chemistry teacher did not take long to create one of his lessons. It turns out that he turned his whole kitchen into a chemistry lab. He used his own money to buy and deliver the supplies that all of his students needed in order to go ahead and have chemistry class for the semester. He became known as the kitchen chemist, and his videos has long gone since gone viral. So you can go ahead and check him out on YouTube, because he definitely has videos that are out there. As you see, he's got his Twitter following, his Twitter name, and also I did find him on YouTube. So all of the kids that are in America during this pandemic started to actually watch some of his videos, even though they were not his students. And they did find fun, imagination, creativity, and everyone enjoyed it. So it turns out that while he was having one of his classes, zooming in, and I don't know if all of you understand the gravity of zooming in. These classes are virtual classes. So the child is actually sitting at home on the computer watching the teacher teach. And the rest of the students are on the screen as well. So everyone is actually looking at the screen all at the same time, trying to learn the same thing. And it just turns out that there's one time, Kevin Hart, if you don't know who Kevin Hart is, he's a comedian. He found out what was happening, and he zoomed in and interrupted the whole class and presented this teacher with brand new chemistry equipment for the school, and also provided scholarships for the students. Kevin Hart also let the teacher know that he was himself a hero from Amazon, you know, because they started to have, I guess, promotions, and they realized that this teacher, out of his hard-earned money, which teachers don't get paid very much, went ahead and supplied all of his students with the necessary equipment that they needed to go ahead and have this chemistry lesson. So Kevin Hart was very happy to go ahead and do that, encouraged the teacher to go ahead and keep doing what he's doing. And the teacher turned around and said, very, you know, nonchalantly, I'm going to say, you know, I'm just doing me. I know that my students would want to go ahead and learn, and I had to give them all of the necessary equipment. There was no question of that. I'm just doing me. And this here is an amazing gift. So I would like to say that good for Kevin Hart. Good for those that want to go ahead and support those teachers or whomever it is that you know that it takes them a moment to go ahead and use their own monies or their own creativity to go ahead and try to make something positive and to move forward, especially during this pandemic, because it was no joking matter for this. So that's about it from me today. I'm going to tell you, tune in later for Songs with Claire, and we're going to be having art history. Next time, I'll see you. Make sure that you continuously spread love and positive vibes, because that's what we need in order to go ahead and get by. We're all human. So I thank you, and I see you guys again later.